the folks that you're close to that you're doing business with in that capacity or any other capacity are massively valuable resources for leads. Okay, for folks. But the thing is, it's not that they don't want to give you leads; it's that you have to remind them that you're looking for leads. Okay, and it's the hardest thing to do sometimes because you're just like, well, damn, I'm right here. Of course, okay. You assume that they're thinking that, and it's happened to me a billion. It still happens to me, and they're like, "Oh, Vic, man, I didn't think of you for that," and I'm like, "Dude, you've known me for 10 years. You know what I do." You know what I mean? And they're telling me they hired somebody else who does what I do, and I'm like, "You got to be kidding me, right?" Okay, and that was my fault. It really was my fault. I did not make sure that I was staying in contact with some of those those good, folks within my network that could bring me leads. I'm just not asking for it. And I sometimes, no matter how far along you get, bro, you forget to ask for it. You got to ask for the gig. And I'm like, okay, that was my fault. I won't let that happen again.
So, and how do you do that? Do you just call them once a week and say, hey, do you have a work for me? Or how do you do that?
That's a great question. There's a couple of different ways to do it depending on the level of relationship you have with them. If you're always in contact with them, you can drop that line, at one of your conversations. You know what I mean? If you're always in contact with them. If you're only in contact with them when you need them, you pop them a note and say, hey, man, things are going great. How's everything over there? By the way, I just took on this client such and such. If you have any clients who do this, who need this type of a service, right? Let's say you performed a particular thing. I'm really interested in doing more business in that vertical, right? If you know anybody, it would be great if you could pop me their information, or maybe we could talk about it and I could get some leads that way.